There's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Kicking off. Number 34, the deep return man.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down.
Now the rookie first rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Hey, we got tight left. 4 down. Check.
Go Delta.
He's coming.
First down, Bridgewater. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Go Delta.
On second down, here's Barkley. They find some open field here.
Come on, watch 10.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27.
3 down.
Go Delta.
Now Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Muhammad Wilkerson. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Go Delta.
Hey.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
Boom, that's what I'm talking about, baby.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
We got 4.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right, and that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42.
Down. Wide 85.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Check 9, check 9. Check the backer, check the backer.
Carr to throw on second down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field.
Watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Get there. You don't want no problems.
Monday, down.
On second down, here's Carr. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle was there, but couldn't bust free. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Break.
24.
Strong right.
Get down. Wide 85.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Break.
Bridgewater now on second down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Go Delta.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Telvin Smith, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Strong left. 4 down, 4 down.
Deuce right, Chief.
Kill.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. Looking downfield for Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rookie Derwin James with a pick. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, we got
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Get wide now.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey,
Go Delta.
slam.
Go Delta.
Check. 55 to Mike.
Go Delta.
55 to Mike.
Here's Bridgewater. He's going to let this one go deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Purdue, 637.
58's the mic.
Low.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Carr throwing on second down.
Blitz.
Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin.
Express.
Undercrush.
Hey, Raider 2.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Wrap up.
Still, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Devontae Freeman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Cincinnati is lined up for the kickoff.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action. Bridgewater. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's fielded at the 34. Good move by Duke. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Andre Howell, there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shedding through the defense. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Tight is Ringo. Tight is on.
29. 29. Down. Blue 80.
Four down. Check. Four.
White.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Here we go.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Right. Express.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Here we go.
Four down. Alert.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now, that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here we go.
Double tight.
Down. 180. 180.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Man left. Hey.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bengals are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7.
Cincinnati will be kicking off. Number 34, ready to return.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Tight end left, tight end left.
Go Delta.
Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down.
Get wide now.
Watch the edge.
Go Delta. Go Delta.
Switch.
2nd down, Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson.
Here we go, gotta go,
And
gotta
he'll
go,
get to the
gotta go, gotta go.
29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Check, check.
Go Delta.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. A little juke, and now running right through him. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
The call of the run. Gain of 1.
Hey, we got tight left, tight left. 4 down, 4 down.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
The pitch goes to Barkley. Oh, able to avoid him. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Shut you down.
Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Check. Jam him.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Anthony Hitchens coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Down. Blue 80.
Mike is
Low.
59.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
White.
Now a play fake. Carr. Looking deep for Julio. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Cincinnati will kick this one off. Number 34, back deep to return.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check 24.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Go Delta.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they move the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Go Delta.
They go play action here on first down.
I got one.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
We did our part. Pick. Nice pick.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Monday, down. Blue 80.
Shift.
618.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
618. Get down. 180.
Hey, we got.
280.
To throw again, Carr. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
694.
4 down.
On play action, now Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Cincinnati is lined up for the kickoff. Number 34, a deep return man.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
4 down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Check pass. Check pass.
Hurry, get set, fellas.
Switch. Switch.
Check.
Check it, hot read.
Go. Get set.
3's the mic. 53 is the mic.
To throw on second down, Carr. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
694. 694.
58's the mic.
29.
Now Carr. He hits White, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
808.
Mike 5'9", I got him.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. William Hayes able to get him for a loss of about 3. And the Bengals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
9.
3 down.
White.
Check safety.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. It's caught. Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got
Carr to throw on second down. He goes underneath to Freeman. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half. just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, here we go.
Check three.
Monday, down. Blue 80. 734. 618.
Not today.
Low. 734.
59's Mark.
You got 56 there.
Check, 59.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The Bengals will kick this one off. Number 34, waiting to return.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here, brother. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
Set. Winnie.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike.
Again, it's Barkley. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, boys, we got...
A handoff to Barkley. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon, and that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
We got double tight. 4 down, check.
The toss out to Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tight end. Even. 4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
12 jumbo.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
Down. Blue 80.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
White down.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Last stop!
On first down, Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
I got 11.
Raider 1.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 13. Check 13.
Back now in Cincinnati.
Number 60, the ball carrier on the play. No game.
Purdue.
Hey, we are
29.
4 down.
On play action, it's Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
That's how we do it, baby.
Monday down.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
We got 3 down, 3 down. Watch 85.
White. Come here.
Watch the safety creep.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Low.
Check. 50.
Low.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. throw left side, caught by Butler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
The Bengals is lined up for the kickoff.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that mattered.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now Crosby for the point after. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Cincinnati will be kicking off. Number 34.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Samson Abukum, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Your trip ends here, baby. Your trip ends here.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Tight end right.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's got room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Telvin Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Rip right.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Telvin Smith in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Bridgewater now. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. The Jets continuing to pour it on. They're opening the lead up even further. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year.
Double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Down. Wide 80. 3 down, 3 down.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Woo! Let's get it. Hey. We got 4.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Hey, here we go.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Hey. 4 down.
Freeman again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Odd. 3 down. Monday, down. Blue 80.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now it's Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Go Delta.
Bridgewater now on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Bucs on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They go play action. Bridgewater. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Barkley. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.